Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time I'm here with DodgerWolf, and we're going to be going over his Phantom Knight deck profile. He's been doing very well with it on Dueling Book, and alright, you just want to hop in?
Okay, hello guys, I'm DodgerWolf. I'm sorry if my English is not perfect. I'm gonna try to explain the deck, my choices, because I am playing this deck like 1 year ago since Storskin got released, and I really love the deck. The people know me because I just play PKs, and I am most of the time in the top of the dwelling book playing it. So yeah, let's go.
Alright, yeah, we can just hop right into the main deck here.
Okay, let explain the radios and the choices that you have. First, I just don't play Dragon anymore because I don't think it's necessary. Because most of the time I see the people playing like 48 version, 50 card version that I just try to not to break. First I was just playing 48 and you just break anyways. But you realize you don't need Dragoon anymore because you try to make the deck more consistent and get 40 cards because you always want to see your power cards like Tour Guide, like Torn Scales, also going second card like Droplet. You always want to see those cards in the hand going first or second. So that's the reason I'm not playing Dragon, and I am just playing a 40 card version. The radios are pretty extended, mostly three tour guys and three Tornskir are the starters. The PK package also is pretty standard, triple boots. Most people play it at two, but it's the best card to open because boots with any PK just is full combo. Two ancient clock. I really like to play to one, but in some cases, if they just stop the turn skill first turn, the second one, it helps you a lot with the grinding. Also, one gloves and one stain. You have to play stained. Is a mandatory. Listen on this version because if you already use silent boots, the search for the clock gonna be stained, and it helps you to keep more extenders. Also, it can help you to make combos with the shape brigandine. Also, the VA package I run the Scarm. Most of the people don't run the Scarm, but I think is really good because it helps you not to break. Um, because if you open Seer in your hand, you don't care because any level 2 3 monster says Cherubini, and you can just send anyways Graph, and Graph can summon Scar. Scar gonna give you a follow. Also, any Burning Abyss in the hand becomes an extender after you make the Cherubini. So you don't really care if you open any VA in the hand. Also, if you open two, is better because you can just get a free Cherubini without with the normal summon. So also Skarn gives you more flexibility with the deck. So I just love to play Skarn because it's the other better name than Serum Graph. So yeah, that's the reason.
Alright,
That is the main core of the deck. This is any mandatory. The rest of the deck is just kinda fill it with the level 3 extenders that you want and with the hand traps and the going second card that you want. I'm gonna explain my choices here. Also, the first one before enter to that, the radius of the traps. I'm gonna explain you. Triple fog blade, one wings, one shade, and one sword. Well, I just play sword and wings because it gives you more flexibility and more extenders in the combo. So also I just play in the F-Zero package. So when you can make Dante, you just make Dante as a material for the F-Zero because it gives you more follow-ups and more grinding because you're gonna bring back the Seer, and the Seer gonna be a discard the next turn for turn skills, and you can revive the Chervini, and you get almost a free access code talker. So most of the time you can just make Dante, and use the effect mill 3, and if you hit any PK or any trap, any name, it's another extender that you can get through more combos. The run or the worst case of you play the traps is if you go in second, you can bring open bot, but also if you open turn scale, they are just good discards for more extenders. Also, if you go in second in game 2 or 3, you just can side two, and just get more hand traps and more to go in second cards. So that's the reason. I really like the radio. I just playing and testing the deck like a really lot, and it works. So I think it's fine. If you can just cut the sword and just play the wings. But yeah, that's my personal choice.
All right. Do you want to go over like the level 3 extenders?
Yeah, the level 2 extender, you can play the mode of you want. Most of the people play the psychics and the emergency teleport, but I really don't like it because I prefer Kagemusha, because I really see a lot tour guide in the hand, and Kagemusha just chain block the tour guide. If tour guide resolves, most of the time you just win. Also, Kagemusha is dark and it's a warrior, and I'm playing a really small result package, so it really helps you a lot in most of the situations, because most of the time the psychics do you need a level 3 body in the field. So let's say if you normal summon Torsk, for example, if you had boots in the hand, or Shape Brigadier or wherever. If you had Shape Brigadier in the hand and you had Thorn Skill, you normal summon, and you just trigger Kagemusha Knight, they gonna bounce with Seal or Titan or whatever your normal summon Thorn Skill, and you can just go Shape Brigadier, go for Isolde, and then try to extend more. Also, it's dark and it helps a lot with Rusty. But if you want, if you like it, you can play the Psychics, but if some in some scenarios, Kagemusha is better for me at least. So that's the reason I play 3. And the dangers that they are mandatory. You just have to play. They are so good. They give you more draw. They give you more versatility. They are good discards, and yeah, the best 2 level 3 extenders. And that's enough. That's enough for me, because most of the time you just open boots and any PK, a Kagemusha, you have Rora, and you have a really good radius, and I think that is just enough, because if you're gonna show the combos, just 1 card combo or 2 card combo can give you a full board. So that's the best radius, and the next spots you can fill with the hand traps and the going second cards that you prefer. It can be changed. It depends on the how the meta and the format evolves. But the only mandatory cards is Droplet. Droplet is really good in this format in this deck, because you have so really good discards. And yeah, just main Droplet. If you open Droplet against Rytron, you just insta win, no matter how. You just beat the board so easy. And I think Ash is mandatory too, because this deck struggles a lot with against the Shadows, Dogmatic Engine, and if you can Ash the Shadow Fusion, you just win, and that's the reason. Phantasme helps you a lot to try to dig and search the droplets. That's the reason it's a really good in this format, and Invader is just a high impact hand trap. These 2 spots, Renaud and Living Fossil, you can cut it if you don't want the Isolde package and play any 2 other powerful cards like Talents, like Crossout, or maybe Chalice. They can be good options. It depends on the format. Maybe if PK gets more popular and the people just play a lot, and the people start to main or side in more Lanceas, maybe it's worth it to try the Crossout. But if if they don't play so much Lancea, you don't need it at least now. So let's see how the format evolves. Yeah. Uh, and that the main deck was the reason. I don't know if you have any questions about it.
Um, yeah, I'm just kind of curious on like why two Phantasme, two Nib. Is it because
Because
oh sorry, I'll let you go.
yeah, because at the beginning I was just playing three Nip and three Phantasmic, and I was not playing Renaud and Living Fossil. Uh, and I was playing in the extra deck. The It can be the Rebellion package or the Evil Knight, or you can fill any good cards. But then I just realized that mostly of the time in the grind game, some scenarios I just really miss that extra push. If you get interruptions, I just decided to get with the small small isolde package, and I just cut one Phantasm and one Nip, because you have like 3, 6, 9, like 12 going second cards, and you can side more a lot. So I think that it's good enough, those radios. But if you want, like I said, you can just, I don't know, play three Phantasme and play the one Kolba in the main deck. Nibis is good sometimes. Against the back row decks, uh, is useless, but Phantasme is really good card. Also, it protects you from imperns. It's a dark. It's a body that can be the Polosa or win the one is like that. So yeah, Phantasme is really good. Sometimes I miss the third one, but I am happy with the radius right now.
All right, let's hop onto the side deck.
Well, the side deck, it can be changed obviously, but I think it's enough the two psycho readers in two rolls against the right turn. It is mandatory, at least right now, because it's the other most popular deck. Lancias are here because you face a lot of virtual wars too, because with the emergency teleport going to two, most people is trying to play it out, and it helps you a lot. And the rest is the against back row decks, triple twin twister, really good cards, because they add quick spells, and also you have a really good discard with the PKs, Fair Duster and Red Reboot, 5 cards against the back row decks, because you sometimes struggles a lot against Alter Gates or something like that. And the other 4 cards is going second, going first. If you know you're going in the game three first, you know, call by order and anti spell with any starter is, if you get a full board with any of those cards, you just auto win. Yeah, that's the
Is
the
there a
main reason.
reason
I think
why?
it's
Is there a reason why you're not including talents anywhere in your main deck or side deck?
I don't really like talents. I prefer the anti spell or the Imperial Order and the call by, because the hand trap that hurts more most of the deck is the Lancea if some people is starting to play it. And like I said, if the format changes and the deck is more popular, I just gonna try the the crossout just for the Lancia, because Lancia turns off the deck. Uh, if they Lancia you can just go into a Palooza, and that's it, or maybe one Fog Blade. So talent, you don't care to draw more cards. Let's say if they ask you, you don't care drawing more cards because you don't have that good extenders. It just gives more, maybe searching for a hand traps, and you don't care to rip the hand. You just want to go through your board. And I think Call by and Imperial are better, because you know anti-spell Imperial Order against right turn, against virtual wall, against so many decks is a really win condition by itself. So I prefer those cards that talent, because if they don't open any hand trap, it's a useless, and maybe if you end the board, if they don't have hand trap, you just win anyways. But they never came clutch for me, at least. So I don't play the talents on this deck.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Your list doesn't have like the psychic cards in it that are like good to draw into, for like extenders. You're playing more of like the knight and stuff like that. So where Like if you talents like halfway through a combo, you're not really drawing that many extenders.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So the way it's built my deck, that talent is not really worth it to play. At least for now.
yeah, that's fair. We can hop into the extract now.
Okay, the extra deck is really versatile in this deck. You can play Dragoon, you can play the package that you want. Uh, right now I'm just playing the F-Zero package and the Appaloosa package with the Isolde because they are two variants are really good set boards and let's hop right in. Two Breaksword, two are mandatory. Sometimes in the really grind game you miss the third one, but yeah, you don't need it. The one is for the first turn. You just pop it and go for IP and just have it in the grave to the rusty pop. Yeah, the second one is for the grind game for the turn for turn 3 to 5, etc. Dante, it can be any other level 3 exceed, but like I said, in my combos I just make Dante as material for F-Zero, so you have another follow-up more with Seer, and it helps you to be easier to OTK the opponent the next turn, and the one Leviair. That is for the three are pretty standard, pretty mandatory. At least the Sea Dragon in the Break Sword and the F-Zero package. It's a really good card. With this when this card released, I just cut the Dragon because you don't want to break. The only break in the deck is the Renault because if you open Living Fossil, is another extender, and you don't care. You just go for the F-Zero combo. Most of the time, you just go for the F-Zero combo, and they sold the package is for the follow up, or if they just interrupt your main combo. So the only break of the deck is Renault. You don't need Dragon with the F-Zero because your turn one and board, you just don't want to win with that. You just want to survive and to OTK the opponent the next turn. So the opponent gonna even if they break your board, they're gonna waste a lot of resources. Also, Draco feature F-Zero is a really good card because they have to waste too many resources just to out it. Also, the take control of the monster is really powerful, and also it gives you a really good follow with the Dante. So it's a really good card, uh, and you can make it really easy before the Rusty in the combos. So yeah, if they don't notice, you just auto win. Also, the sales package is really good. You need it with the Donor Magician. I won't play sales without Donor. It's a really good card. It helps you if they break your board and you can origate them. You can just set up a for sales material. So yeah, or it helps you just break the board. First turn you make breaks or attack, go for sales for materials, try to break the board, and then try to combo after that. And for the links, I play Rusty, Cherubini, IP, Appaloosa, Talker, Unicorn, and Isolde. I was playing the Evil Sword Knight, also but I just realized it that IP is better, and you miss the IP in some scenarios. So it's the same way. Like if you set up the Devil Sword Knight, or you set up the IP is almost the same. It's just interruption. Also, the IP is better against the back row decks because let's say if you are playing against a monkey deck and they just set 5, try to pass, you can just end of main phase, graveyard effect of any trap, bring back Breaksword, pop one, then in resolution IP effect, go for Unicorn, spin back another trap, and you have just the next turn just access code talker to spin back the next back row. So in general, IP is better. It helps you climbing to the access code talker. So that's the reason I cut the Devil's or Knight for the IP.
So how do you feel about the Assault combo? Like, do you really like it?
Yeah, it's really good because uh like I said, it helps you a lot pushing more if they just interrupt your combos. Also, it's a really good follow-up because you just two warriors make Isolde. Isolde is a free access talker or it's a free Appaloosa. Just making Isolde. Also, it gives you a one search that is another follow-up for the next turn. So I think in the first turn you always go for the F-Zero combo, and then in game three, if you know you are against I don't know, Virtual God or Drytrons, maybe Appaloosa is better. You can just uh, go for the Appaloosa combo. So it gives you more flexibility, uh, and also it's really good because it's another link attribute in the graveyard for Dax Kotalker. And like I said, you just want to set up a board that can make the opponent waste the resource and attack the next turn. So it's all this really clutch in some of the times because also, like I said, if you open so bad, uh, like you just open uh just hand traps, double Ash, and one Kagemusha Knight, you can just normal summon Ash, Kagemusha, go for Cherubini, and then grab Seer, go for Rusty, and because you have and just pitch the ancient clock, then set the Shape Brigadine, then search the boots. Brigadine with boots is Isolde, then you can search a follow up, then you can search a living fossil as a follow up, and you can set up Appaloosa and Fogblade. Just with Ash and Kagemusha. If you don't have the Isolde package in that situation, you just set up on Rusty and two Fogblades, and it don't gives you follow up or set up for PKs. So in that situations, Isolde makes your one card combo a lot of better. So that's the reason I am playing. And you just have to play two more cards in the deck. And like I said, Living Fossil, if you draw it, it's another extender, and you can just go for the F-Zero combo. And for now, this is the only break of the deck. But even if you draw it, you can just discard it with Torn or with any other card. Like you don't care if you open another starter. So yeah, that's the reason I really like the Minisolde package.
All right. Is there anything else you want to say about the deck before we go ahead and hop off here?
I know. I think it's self-explanatory. It's a really fun deck. It's a really combo deck. In some situation, it's a really hard to play. Because it's not like you have many standard combos. There's a lot of different ways of variants that you can just get into the same board. But just try the deck, and let's try the combos. And it's a really good deck for this format. In my opinion, it's tier one. But let's see how the format evolves.
All right. Also, tomorrow I'm gonna be posting some of the combos that he has sent me, so make sure to stay tuned for that. And thank you for doing the interview and deck profile with me. I appreciate you.
Thank you for hosting me in the channel. A lot of the people just send me DMs. Hey, go for my send you my list, and there is the video explaining and showing the link. So I hope it helps the people that just want to try in the deck and gives you a chance.
All right. And with all that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace.